Fine. Okay. So when you talk about this course, so we have two options. One is you can go through the videos and you can learn about this Oracle Fusion Cloud financials applications. When you go through these classes, depending on the session, you have to practice on instance. Yes. Along with the videos, we will provide you the instance access. Instance is nothing but the environment where you have to practice related to these applications. So if you are from EBS background and if you know these financials applications, or if you don't have time to attend regular classes, the videos is the best option and you'll get instance access. When you go through these videos and when you practice, if you have any questions, I'll be available to clear your doubts. Another point is, after going through these videos and after practicing on the instance, still if you want to attend the live classes, yes, you can attend. That could be current batch or upcoming batches. The second option is, yes, you can attend online classes. When you attend online classes also, you'll get instance access and the current batch videos, and you'll get previous batch videos also. Okay, the previous batch videos. You can attend live classes. You'll get instance access for your practice, and you'll get current batch videos and previous batch videos. So all the videos will keep in the Google Drive and will share with everyone. The videos you can download. You can download and you can keep with you permanently. When you talk about instance, the course duration is 3 months. The course duration is 3 months duration, and you will get instance access for 6 months. And with the full privileges, you will get the instance. Okay, we are not going to give you the instance access where you can get into the instance and you can see something. No. When we are going to work as a financial functional consultant in any project, what level of access you get, the same you will get on this instance for your practice purpose. Okay, that means you will get admin level privileges to the instance. That's what really we require when you work in the project. But this you don't see in most of the sources. Okay, I'm not referring some names. So mostly you will get instance with the limited access in many sources, but we are going to provide instance with the full privileges. Okay, no restrictions you will have. Anything you can configure, anything you can test, anything you can access on the instance which you are going to provide. Okay, we'll talk about what is the cloud, etc. later. As of now, just I'm giving these few points. This is the one thing. Okay, two options you have. You can subscribe the videos and you can attend, you can get the instance access, and you can go through those videos and you can start practicing. And if you want to attend the live classes in the future or current batch, yes, you are allowed. Even if you subscribe the videos, you can attend live classes. Maybe you can continue, you can subscribe the videos and you can start attending the current batch. Or else if you don't have time availability now, you can attend in the future also. You can be part of any batch up to 1 year from the subscription date. Another point is the batch timings are like 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 a.m. IST to 9:30. 9:30, sorry. 9:30 a.m. IST. These timings we are going to follow up to 1 month. The course duration is 3 months up to 1 month. This is the timings we are going to follow. After 1 month, for remaining 2 months period, we are going to prepone the class timings to 6 o'clock. 6 a.m. IST to 7:30 a.m. IST. Please make a note of these timings for this batch. Initially for 1 month, these are the timings we are going to follow. After completing 1 month, we are going to prepone the class timings to 6 o'clock, 6 to 7:30 a.m. This goes up to till course ending. That means you can expect 2 months. Okay, these are the timings we are going to follow. Okay, this is all about the course related options and the batch timings.
So, this is the only timings we have?
Sorry?
These are the only timings we have.
Yes, as of now, these are the timings we have. We are running the evening batch as well as weekend batch also. Those already we started. I think we completed 30%, 40% course.
And this is daily classes or what?
So now what we are discussing, these are the daily classes. Okay. Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday. These are the daily classes. Okay. Monday to Friday, we will not have any sessions on Saturday and Sundays. Fine. So this is all about the batch timings. Now let's get into our course related discussions. Okay. The course what we are going to discuss is
Lakshman sir, one question
please,
regarding the
please.
materials.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
this let's say if you are interested in Oracle certification, let's say payables or GL or maybe one or two or three. So
Yeah.
there may be some reading materials, right? So
We will
you provide?
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to provide. We call those as a dumps.
Dumps. Okay.
You will get that. Along with that, we will provide some documentation also. Okay. The course related documentation. And within the class, whatever the sheet I am going to use, spreadsheet, what we are going to do in each and every session, I write the setups, I write the process. That class discussion sheet also I'm going to share with everyone, so that you can use that sheet for your reference when you practice. Okay. So for the entire course related, there is a good documentation. Those documents also I'll share. If you want to explore on something, yes, those documents will be useful for you.
So you mean to say that if somebody is preparing for a certification, that the dump and documentation and your working papers, that will be enough to at least get a passing marks, right?
Yes. If you go through that dumps and all, that's more than enough.
Sure. Okay.
Fine. So apart from that, our course related, like finance related documents also I'll share. Okay, you can just by using those documents, you can explore more and more if required. The core within our course, what we are going to discuss, that is good enough. Okay, to understand the product and to attend the interviews and to crack the interviews and to survive in the company after joining. Okay, that is also important. Understanding one thing, getting job is other thing. And after getting into the company, you should be able to survive. Now, our course, what are the content, what are the concepts we are going to discuss, this all will help you in all the aspects.
So, sir, is it totally online course or any offline classes will be there?
So online only, because earlier we were running offline classes also. We have institute in Amirpet. Now, as of now, we are not running offline classes. We may start very soon. Once everything turn into normal, we will start on classroom training also. But as of now, so we are running online classes only.
Hey Lakshman, real quick.
Yeah.
Are we going to have this training only on Monday and Friday or Monday through Friday?
Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday.
Okay. Every week. Sounds good.
5 days classes. Monday to Friday. Fine, done. Okay. We'll see other questions maybe in the end of the session. Okay, the course name is going to be Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. In this course, what we are going to learn, Oracle Fusion Cloud Finance related applications. We are going to learn Oracle Fusion Cloud Finance related applications. Okay. The initial one or two classes may be very much known information for the few guys who are coming from EBS background. Okay. So, but in between the discussions, you will find some new content which you are not aware if your profile is EBS technical or functional. Okay, that also you can find, but 50% information, I guess it is very much known for you. Yeah, fine. So Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials, this is the course name. And within this course, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn the applications. What applications we'll learn, we'll discuss that. When you talk about any applications, ideally there will be areas like functional, other one is technical, other one is admin. Okay, DBAs also you can say along with admin. So functional, technical, and admins are DBAs. What is the job of these admins and DBAs? Okay, they'll just look into product maintenance. Okay, like they do the installations, product installations, they take care of the maintenance activities. We don't need to get into more details, not required for us. Very high level, I want to introduce what is the role of that area. When you talk about admins and DBAs, ideally they do the installations, product installations. When you talk about technical, they'll create something as new. Creating, okay, something as new. What exactly new and all we'll understand. Here, functional means just usage. Oracle, some company provides some product, then how to use that product, we have, the functional is focusing on usage of the product. That is a functional. In case of functional, just we have to understand how the product is. If you take example of WhatsApp, okay, WhatsApp, you install it. Okay, you install it. That's a simple task. We don't need admin or DBA to install it. It is not such a big product. It's a simple app. Easily you can install. And we don't need some technical things. We don't create something new. It's all about we use that application. So when we are using WhatsApp application or Facebook application, that is a functional part. Okay, how it is available you are using. If they come up with some new feature, so by using the technical thing, the Facebook may come up with some new feature in the Facebook that will be taken care by technical people. So the people who are using the Facebook users all falls under functional area. Okay, they are using how it is available. Now we have a three parts. One is functional, other one is technical, and admin or DBA. Now what we are going to focus is functional. What we are going to learn is functional. So Oracle Fusion Cloud Finance applications. Okay, Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial. This is a course name. Within that, we are going to learn the applications. How Oracle is providing those applications, we are going to learn, and we have to understand how they are providing, how that can be used for any company. This is what we are going to learn. We are not going to get into technical thing. Say we are going to use this Fusion Financials applications. We require something else within those applications. There will be a separate team as a technical. Okay, there will be a technical team. If we need something new, they will create it. And any application related issues, installation related, some patching, etc., there is some other activities, all will be taken care by admins, or you can call as DBAs, apps DBA or Fusion DBA, you can call with any name, but the detailed naming convention is not required for us. So when you learn this course, this is a functional course. Okay, functional. This course is not related to technical. You are not going to create something new which is not available. You are not going to write any programming. You are not going to develop anything. You are not going to install anything. You are not going to manage any applications. You are not going to do some patch applications for fixing that application related bugs or programming related issues. You are not going to do this part. Okay, this is not at all related to us. It's a purely we call as technical. Okay, that we call as purely technical and administration related. Okay, so that is not related to us. This is ours, functional. Okay, so this course is going to be functional. That means just we are going to understand how the product is available, how to use that product. We are going to learn. After learning this, if any company wants to use this application, we will help them how to use it. Before they use, as per their business process, we have to set up it. It's very, very simple. We have to set up that and they can use it. We will help the companies as per their business, how we have to set up, we will set up, and how this product can be used by that company, we will help them. That is a part of implementation. As a part of implementation, we do that. As a part of support, these are the different type of projects. First, we implement for companies when they are using that product, if they have some issues, we will help them by fixing those issues. Okay, when you know the product, definitely you will be aware of all these things. Okay, how to set up that application as per business, how the product can be used by that company, we can help them when they are using that product. If they have some issues related to that, we can help them. Okay, this is what you have to understand functional side. When you talk about functional course, no programming. That means you are not going to get into technical. You are not going to get into installations and other activities related to product maintenance. Okay. So this is a purely functional course, no programming. You no need to develop anything. One-time learning that remains forever. When you talk about technical, you learn how to do the programming. Depending on the requirement, you have to change that programming and the logics and optimizing that code, this and that. There will be lot many headaches, frankly speaking. That is a technical job. And this is a very routine job, but that is, it's just like installing and maintaining the product. That's a totally different story. And when I talk about functional, so you learn one time, okay, how to use this product. You will learn that forever it will remain as it is. If Oracle is going to come up with a few additional features, those are also like functional only. Just you have to understand. For that, Oracle also will provide the documentation. You can go through and you can get ready with that. Okay. I can say out of these functional, technical, and DBR admin, the easiest area is functional. Okay. So one of the functional course is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. Here we are going to learn the applications. Any questions on this point, please?
So Lakshman sir, when let's say in real life scenario, when normally it happens in Middle East, right? Because R12 is heavy customized application compared to Fusion, right? So companies are used to customization. So in the implementation project, if a customization request comes up, so it is not the functional consultant job, right? You need to push this request to the technical team.
Yeah,
correct?
that requirement will be received by functional team only, but that need to be developed by technical.
Okay, so we don't have a means functional consultant doesn't have any role other than just giving the requirements to the technical team, correct?
Client will ask the functional team, I need so and so functionality, I need so and so feature. If that is available, we can tell them how to use it. If it is not available, we'll inform to the client as it is not available. No worries. You just give your requirement. Okay, what you need that we can develop with help of our technical team. That's how we'll pass.
Okay.
We don't need to do anything. Being a functional consultant, okay, being a functional team member, you don't need to do anything. If client is asking something, if that is not available in the list of what Oracle is providing, always that will pass through technical.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, done. Fine. Any other questions here, please? So after doing this course, you can apply for the job called as Oracle Fusion, okay, Financials Consultant, or simply you can call as Oracle Fusion Financial Functional Consultant. Oracle Fusion Financials Functional Consultant, or Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials Consultant. Oracle Cloud Financials Consultant. Wherever you have a consultant, there you can include the functional also. Okay, here you can include functional, here you can include functional, here you can include functional. Ideally, if you give this title, that means it's a functional only. Okay. Or else you can say Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Functional Consultant. Okay. Any title you can find the job opportunities. Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials Functional Consultants. Now you can go and check in the Naukri, Monster, or other job portals also. You can find plenty of job opportunities. Okay, right away you can go and check. Okay, there are huge opportunities in the market on Oracle Fusion Financials. Okay, So many jobs you can find in the market. So if you do this course, if you are okay with the product knowledge, just if you place the CV, you will get many calls. There is huge demand in the market. This is what we have to understand. So you can apply for these roles. All are same. Okay, you may call as Oracle Fusion financial consultant or functional or cloud or this and that. What is the meaning of each and every term also we'll understand. The very first point is when you talk about this course name is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. Here we are going to learn applications. First point is what does it mean by Oracle? Okay, what does it mean by Oracle? Here I'll take that Oracle. Okay, and Fusion Cloud Financials. I'm taking each and every term separately. And applications. Okay, now we have to understand about these terms. The first one is Oracle. Okay, the first one is Oracle. What does it mean by Oracle? We no need to get into more details. What level of information we require for everything will go up to that level. A very simple point is Oracle is nothing but database. Okay, Oracle means it's a database. In other words, you can say this is company name. A company came into the market with a concept called as database. That company name is Oracle. What is the purpose we use the database? Okay, with the help of database, we can store the data in the database. By using the database, we can store the data. To store the data, we can use the concept called as database. This is how you'll have a database. Within that, you can store the data. Say you want to store the suppliers data in the database. Within this database, you can have a tables. Okay, within the database, you can have a tables. So these points are not important for us, just to make you to understand what is the meaning of application I'm explaining. But we are not going to work on tables, this and that. That's a purely technical work. Okay, so in every database, we'll have a tables. Suppliers data you will store in the supplier data table. Customers data you can store in the customers. Stock related data you can store in the stock related table. This is how you can store. If you have a database, if you have a tables within that, how to store the data in the database? By using the language called as SQL. If you know the SQL, with the help of SQL language, you can write the syntax or you can say commands. By using the SQL language, you can interact with the database. Now we all are interacting by using the language called as English. So every database knows one language called as SQL. That's how the database need to be built. Okay, every database knows one language called as SQL. So if you know the SQL language, you can interact with the database to store the data, to retrieve the data in the database, and you can do many other operations also on the data which is available in the database. So if you know the SQL language, you can store the data and you can retrieve the data, you can fetch the data. But getting the people who knows SQL language and storing the data in the database, it's very challenging and very expensive. So that is the reason what Oracle it is, they develop some pages. Okay, they develop some pages. So it's a supplier page, for example. Okay, supplier page. Here we can have fields like supplier name, supplier belongs to which country, supplier address. This is how you can have a fields. Anyone can enter the data in those fields. If they click on save, the data will go and sit in the database table. This page, they connect to the specific table. Say this is supplier page. The supplier page, they connect to the supplier related table in the database. They enter the data in that page, they'll save it. The data will go and sit in that table. The same way, they can create different pages department wise. Take this very important point, department wise. If you take example of payables department, they maintain the supplier, okay, and they create the invoices, they process the payments. They process the payments. So they can have one table or multiple tables for suppliers, one for invoices, okay, one may be for payments. So all pages can be used by payables department. The payables department, they process the invoices, they process the payments. This is for invoices. Okay. This may be for payments. Payments. Say, for example, payables department is required the pages like supplier, invoice, and payments, because they deal with the suppliers, they create the invoices, they process the payments. Now, by creating these pages, the pages, they connect with the database. The users who are working, the employees who are working payables department, by entering the supplier's data in that supplier page, they can store the supplier's data. They can create the invoices in the database with the help of invoices page, and they can create the payments by using the payment page. If they want to create the suppliers invoices payments, even they don't know the language called as SQL, still they can store the data in the database by using these pages. Say, for example, they created multiple suppliers, multiple invoices, multiple payments. Now they want to see all those. For that, they can use the concept called as reports. Okay, they can use the concept called as reports, where data is available in the database. Now, by using the reports, they fetch the data which is available in the database. So by using these pages, they are inputting the data. They are entering the data into database. Whatever the data is available in this database, to see that, they use the concept called as reports. Okay, so this is the database. Okay, this is the database. In database, we can store the data. How to store the data? By using the SQL language. If you don't know the SQL language, if you don't want to use the SQL language, what is the alternative option? These pages. And to see the data, whatever you entered in the database with the help of pages, you can use the concept called as reports. The combination of some set of pages and database and reports only we call as application. Application means this is what. Application means the collection of pages, okay, and database, okay, the collection of pages, database, and the report. That is the meaning of application. Application means set of pages and database and reports. With the help of pages, we can store the data in the database. And what are the data we are storing in the database? You can see the data with the help of reports. If these pages are belongs to specific department, say for example, these pages are belongs to payables department. Payables department. If the pages are belongs to, the pages and reports are belongs to payables department, this application you can call as payables application. This you can call as payables application. Who developed these pages and reports and this database? If these applications are developed by a company called as ABC, you can call as ABC payables application. If this application is developed by Oracle company, this you can call as Oracle payables application. Okay, Oracle payables application. So this is the meaning of application. Application means it is set of database and pages and reports. The combination of database, pages, reports we call as application. Oracle is providing the applications for each and every department. When you look at any company, there will be many departments. It depends on their business process. So for each department, Oracle is providing the separate application. If that application is provided for payables department, that you can call as Oracle payables application. If they are providing the application for receivables department, you can call it as Oracle receivables application. So each department, Oracle is providing the separate application. So you can call that application with the department name only. Since those applications are developed or created by a company called as Oracle, you can call as Oracle payables application, Oracle receivables application, or Oracle so and so other applications. We'll come to know all those. So this is the meaning of application. Database means, Oracle means database, or you can say company name. The purpose of the database is you can store the data in the database, and you can just manage the data. You can perform various activities. You can update and all. You can do all this. But to deal with the database, you should know the language called as SQL. how to store the data in the database without knowing SQL language. So anyone can store the data in the database by using the concept called as pages. If pages are developed by Oracle, if they give the access to those pages, anyone can enter the data who can read at least English, the terms, supplier name, supplier address. If there are fields in the page, they can enter the data. They don't have to know this language called as SQL. Okay, in case of SQL, they have to write very big syntaxes. Okay, so if they are not aware of writing SQL syntax and all, they cannot store the data. Again, that is time taking and challenging. Many issues we come across when we are trying to input the data in the database with SQL language. That is the reason the solution can be simplified with the concept called as application. Storing the data and retrieving the data from database, that solution can be simplified by using application concept. With the pages and reports, with the pages you can input the data, with the reports you can output the data which is available in the database. Any questions on this point to understand, please? That is the meaning of application. Any questions here, please?
Yeah, hi Lakshman sir, Anusha on this side.
Please.
Sir, actually my question is this, when we see as a EBS consultant, we require Oracle SQL developer also sometime to query the invoices in the table. So Oracle
Here we
Fusion
don't
also.
have. In
Yes,
Fusion
yes.
we don't have because it's going to be cloud, right? They're
Okay.
not giving such kind of tools like it could be SQL developer or Toad or something else that you cannot. But there is one option directly within the application level. You can go and query the data. I'll take you through that in the classes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine. Any other questions here, please? Okay, no questions. Fine. So Oracle means database, or you can say company. When you talk about application, what is the meaning of application? There are database and pages and reports. And what does it mean by financials? What does it mean by financials? So when you look at any company, there will be different departments. By grouping very relevant departments, okay, you can put some name. Say, for example, we have a departments like payables department, okay, and the receivables department. Or else let me write the name as payables department, receivables department, say asset department, and say cash department. The same way, you can say warehouse department and the purchasing department, sales department. The same way, like you can say people or resource related or manpower related department, or say HR, human resource department, you can say. And payroll and absence, talent, there are many. Talent department. This is how you can see different departments. And based on the nature of activities the departments involved, you can group them, you can classify them. So these are like payables department, receivables department, asset department, cash department. What they does, primarily the payables department can involve in the activities of creating purchasing invoices, okay, and they process the payments to suppliers. The payables department responsibility is whenever you purchase anything into our organization, the purchase is all done by purchasing department. So to which supplier we have to pay, how much we have to pay, that should be maintained by payables department. Then they'll make the payment. What is the responsible receivables department? Whenever sales department do the sales activity, to whom we sold, what we sold, who is the customer, when they have to pay, those details receivables department should maintain as a sales invoice. And whenever they get the payment from customer, they create the receipt, cash receipt or customer receipt, you can call. What is the responsibility of asset department? They'll maintain all the fixed assets like buildings, lands, plants, machinery, all these assets need to be maintained by this asset department. And what is the responsibility of cash department? They maintain the cash. When it comes to companies, it's nothing but bank accounts. And they do some other activities also, those also we'll discuss very soon. But now for our understanding, these details are enough. So in the same way, like warehouse department, what they do, they maintain the stock related information. Purchasing department, they involve in the purchasing activities. Sales department, they involve in the sales related activities. What exactly those, we have a separate session to discuss and understand very detailed level. For now, that information is not required. In the same way, human resource, what they do is they'll just hire the employees and they'll maintain, and the payroll department will run the payrolls. They'll pay the salaries and the talent. They involve in the talent engagements and all. This is the different departments will involve in the different activities. But there will be some relevant departments. See here, the payables department is dealing with the payments. Receivables department is dealing with the receipt. Asset department, fixed asset, those can be converted. Okay, there will be liquidity, right? The assets easily you can convert into cash. And the cash department directly they are dealing with the bank accounts. That means this making the payments and receiving the payments from customer and maintaining the assets and maintaining the bank accounts, these are all related to finance matters. Okay, these all departments are dealing with the finance related activities. That is the reason these departments, okay, these departments you can call as finance departments. These are finance departments. So these departments, okay, so these departments are dealing with warehouse management, purchasing related and sales related. These all you can say SCM related, supply chain management related area. Supply chain management. In short, you can say SCM. Okay, these all are related to supply chain management. Supply chain management means, so just the stock will be maintained within the warehouse, and if required will procure and will sell to the customers. The same way these departments all are related to people management, that you can call as human capital management. Based on the activities what they are doing, we can classify the departments or say applications. Now we are grouping the different departments. Okay, grouping the different departments. For that group, we are giving some name. The same way, for all these departments, we can have a separate applications. Okay, payables department, we can have one application from Oracle as Oracle Payables. For receivables, Oracle Receivables, Oracle Assets, Oracle Cash related application. The same way for each and every department, we can have a separate application. So those applications can be grouped that you can call as a product family. Financials is one of the product family related to finance applications. SCM is one product family for HCM department related applications. HCM is one of the product family for HCM related this department related applications. Okay, so out of that, one of the product family is financials. Okay, finance means, so where you can see different finance related departments. That means for each department, we have a separate application. For each department, we have a separate application. Those applications we call as financials applications. For example, so we have Oracle. Okay. Now you take name whatever I'm giving. Going forward, we'll be adding something else with what meaning and all, so that you can understand. So Oracle Payables application. Oracle Receivables application. Oracle Asset application. Oracle Cash application. What exact name you'll understand very soon. For now, you take this. These all are the different applications which are belongs to finance department, finance related department these applications you can just, these are the applications you can use. These are all applications we call as financials applications. These all, by using these all applications, you can deal with the finance related data. You can maintain within these payments, within these receipts, within these assets, within this cash, this means bank accounts. These applications we call as financials applications. Not only this, we have few more I'll introduce later. For now, these are the primary you have to understand. Okay. So if I introduce one application again, you will get a question like where you can use, why this is required, what exactly we do in this. You will get different questions. That is the reason now not required. We'll find the time and I'll add it so that you can understand easily. So these applications you call as finance application. The same way for supply chain management also, you can have a warehouse, inventory application, purchasing application, and sales related application. These all we call as SCM applications. So this is the meaning of financials. Okay, finance related data where you are going to manage those applications you call as finance applications. Those are nothing but finance within the financials. Okay, within the finance department. Those are the different functional areas. Okay, payables, receivables, assets, cash, or you can say these are the sub departments within the finance. So these we call as a financials. Finance means the payables application, receivables application, asset application, cash application. The exact names also we'll discuss very soon. For now, just remember these points. What are the other applications also we have, why we have, we will discuss very soon. Okay, for now, financials means set of application. Finance is one of the product family. There are many product families. There are many product families from Oracle like finance, supply chain management, HCM, okay, and PPM. Project portfolio management, and project costing, project billing, okay, and CRM. There are many product families. Okay, each product family contains list of relevant applications. When you talk about finance product family, contains different departments. For each department, you can have a separate application. With that, you can manage the data. Okay, with this you can manage the data. This is what we have to understand. Okay, so we have a different product families: financials, supply chain management, human capital management, PPM, and CRM. Okay, so these you can call as a courses also. When you are learning these, you can call as a courses. We are learning financials. In the same way, there is a separate course called as supply chain management. We have a separate course for HCM, human capital management, to learn about these department related applications. In the same way, we have separate course for PPM, CRM. These are the different courses. Okay, so that is nothing but product families. Okay, some group of applications which are very relevant in the business process. Those may talk about sub process or detailed process. So those are nothing but product families. We are going to learn one of the product family called as finance. We are going to learn finance related applications. What are the finance related applications? Payables, receivables, assets, cash, and so on. So what the so and so we'll understand later. Any questions on this point, please? Any questions here, please?
So we will go step by step, like payable, receivable.
Can you be a bit loud if you don't mind?
So we'll go step by step, like payable, receivables, and general ledger, or as
Yeah. We'll go. We'll pick one application and we'll discuss detail level. We'll do the setups. We'll see what can be done within that application before doing. What is the meaning of it? In which business scenario we have to use that or implement that? How that can be handled within the system environment? Where how it will impact in the rest of process? Everything we'll understand.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, fine. Any other questions here, please?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dhanush here. Yeah.
Hi,
So
Lakshman.
you cover all the.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt. You have not mentioned about this general ledger.
No, I'll mention because you know general ledger. Many people doesn't know that. If I give
Yeah,
general
yeah.
ledger, they'll start thinking. That is the reason 2-3 times I said I'll be adding. Okay,
Okay.
just to give
Actually,
you
it is
the
a.
meaning of financials, I included those names.
Okay.
Even I am going to include, for your information, fusion tax, fusion expense also.
Okay.
Okay, That is also
Yeah.
there. But just to understand what is meaning of this, I'm giving here. Yes, general ledger also we are going to cover. I'm going to
Okay.
cover P2P and O2C cycles also.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mentioned everything in the course curriculum. Already, if you know about these applications, by going through that easily, you can understand. But since we are discussing the classes to make sure that everything can be catched by everyone, so I'm just trying to drive in that such a way like things will become easy when people are new and they are understanding. That's all. Fine. Everything we are going to cover that clearly you can see in the course curriculum. Yeah. Done. Any other questions?
So Lakshman sir, this we are learning this financial consultant, financial module, right? So
Correct.
finance
Finance
is linked with each
applications.
and
The
every mod. Yeah,
applications
financial.
other term is module also. Yeah.
Perfect. So we have the finance is linked between SCM and HCM also, right? Because
Correct.
let's say if you want to process a payroll, the ultimately entry has to come and sit in the general ledger.
Correct.
So that links you will be covering in detail, or
We no
will
need
not
to
be
do
touched
that
basically like
link.
HCM and
Okay.
SCM.
No. When they do something in the
Okay.
HCM, it comes to finance application. That is automated. For that, you no need to do anything. But we will see how to create the employees and all from HCM,
Okay.
which is required when we are working on financials.
Sure.
And in the same way, we are going to work on the financials. SCM is not our area. Okay. When payables department is going to create the purchase invoice, they have to get the information from purchasing department. Okay. What purchasing department is purchased, for that payables department has to pay, right?
So that is true. So my question
There
is,
is a
let's say,
communication. There is a communication. When purchasing department is buying something, one second. When purchasing department is buying something, why they are buying? Within the warehouse, the stock is not available. That is the reason they are buying. Right? So there will be communication between the warehouse department to the purchasing department to payables department. And from payables to other departments also. Yes, is all I am going to cover in our course that we call as P2P and O2C cycles as per our course curriculum. I'll explain those. Okay, before we get into the application, we'll discuss the process flows you have to understand so that when we are going to do something in a specific application, you can clearly understand where you are standing, where exactly you are standing, what is before, what is after. Okay, so you'll have a great clarity when we discuss about those processes. I'll cover those. Yeah. Other questions,
Hey,
please?
Lakshman,
Yeah.
can I ask a question? Can you hear me?
Please. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My name is Raju. So I've been already working on Oracle application since
No. If you
so
don't
many
mind,
years.
like direct question only. If you have some
No,
questions
direct question.
and other things that we can see in the
No,
end of the
no.
session. But now we are in the middle of the discussions, right? Direct question.
Direct question only. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to, the objective of the overall training, is it two basics, or do you go to little advanced to cover the to focus, to target on the experienced resources as well?
Yes. Definitely experienced resource only. The target is after completing this course, anyone should be in the position to work as a finance functional consultant. Nowadays, you can see in the market, definitely every company is expecting the resource with experience only, right? So after this course, the people, if they are interested, it is not my suggestion or recommendation. If they are interested, they can try with 4 or 5 years of experience. Easily, they can crack the interview and they can get an entry and they will be able to survive. Up to that level, I am going to cover in these classes.
Okay. Other than the video trainings, do you provide some kind of material, or do you expect us to make some notes during the training?
Yeah. When we talk about these classes and all, better you can make a note, because when we take some navigations and all, see, this is how I'll be writing everything what we do in the classes. Say, for example, we are going to work on the payables application. Okay. Oracle payables application. Once we start with the payables, I list out to implement payables, what setups we have to do. I list out. And if you are going to implement so functionality, what additional setups you have to do, what process involved, I'll be writing in the same way in the spreadsheet. Okay. But when we are taking some navigation, moving to the one page to another page, that we cannot capture in the here. So those you can take. Better you can take the note, okay, in your own way, like which will help you to understand better. Okay, how you can understand like how you have to make a note down to simplify your
Yeah.
understanding or to connect the dots later. So that's how you can plan. Apart from that, yes, every session we are going to record and we'll share that. Along with that, whatever I'm going to prepare in this spreadsheet, that also I'll share. Apart from that, I'll share you some other documents also. Those also you can use for reference or to explore more on the relevant concepts. So this is how we have. But as you mentioned, that's a very important point. You can prepare your own note.
When you say other documents, is it something like a user manual, sorry, student manual, something like
User
that?
you
or
can
no?
download from Google also, but I'm going to provide student guides, which you don't
Okay.
find in Google.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. So any other questions? No questions. Okay. So we'll spend 10 more minutes and we can wind up for today. We'll discuss about what does it mean by fusion. In tomorrow's session, we'll talk about cloud and we'll proceed with other topics. Okay, so in the few initial classes, we have to understand theoretically. Directly jumping into the application and doing something, yes, we can do it. Nobody will stop us, but we will have too much of lacking. Okay, since it's a functional course, theoretically you have to be sound. Theoretically, you have to understand. Working on this system and all, it's very easy. And theoretically, you have to be very strong. Fine. So we'll see what does it mean by fusion. So what is the meaning of fusion? By seeing this term, what you can say? What is this English term fusion means? What is the meaning of fusion?
Combining two things. Right?
Comparing two things.
Yeah. Combining. Yeah.
Yeah. Comparing. Yeah. Anything else? Every word has a lot many synonyms, right? Anything you can.
Combination of multiple things.
Sorry?
A combination of multiple things.
Yeah, combination of multiple things. Now we can take the same example. Fusion means here we can take combination of many things. What are those? Okay. When you talk about the products, I'm using one term called as ERP here. The complete meaning you'll understand very soon. The ERP stands for Enterprise Resource
Planning.
Okay. What does it mean by Enterprise Resource Planning? What does it mean ERP? You will understand maybe after 2 or 3 classes, not now. I can explain. You can try. But 100%, if you want to get clarity, you have to wait after 2 or 3 more classes. There we'll discuss. Now I'm referring this term, but I'm not going to explain about what does it mean, but what falls under this ERP, I'm going to talk about. There are many ERP products in the market. Okay, the ERP products are available from Oracle company, and SAP, and PeopleSoft, okay, and Siebel, okay, JD Edwards. There are many other ERP products in the market. Okay, if you want to buy something, like if you want to buy some laptop, there are many brands in the market, but you choose which is the best. You may choose laptop from Dell. If you want to buy a car, you will choose definitely. It may be your budget or many things will come into the picture. If you want to buy a phone, there are many brands in the market. You will choose based on your budget or based on which is the best. So this is how, if you are going to buy something for your personal use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
I'm sorry, today I have some network related challenges from my side. I'll fix it by tomorrow for sure. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, fine. So now we'll proceed. So this is how, if you are going to buy something for your personal use, okay, you will choose what item you are buying, accordingly you'll choose the brand. The same way, if companies wants to choose the ERP product as per their business requirement, that is not that much easy. Okay, say for example, from Oracle, financials product is very good. From SAP, SD is very good, sales and distribution. From PeopleSoft, HCM is very good, very famous. From CBEL, the CRM solution is very good. From JDE, some sort of procurement and okay, SCM solution is good. In the same way, if you take some enterprise applications like some reporting tools, okay, Hyperion. Hyperion is very famous for reporting, budgeting, etc. Reporting, let's take example as reporting. And Primavera. Okay, Primavera is very famous for project portfolio management. Okay, the project scheduling and all that is very famous. This is how we have a different products which are very much specialized. When you talk about phone and all, you may go for iPhone or Samsung. If not these, you may go for some other brand. So if you have you are okay with the budget, definitely you'll choose iPhone. The same way when you talk about companies, say one company required solution like as per their business, they are into financial business process. They want to use financials, they want to use SCM, supply chain management applications, they want to use HCM applications, they need reporting. Okay. They want to go with the project scheduling, etc. Projects. Now, which product they have to choose? These all are available from Oracle. These all are available from SAP. So from this, few are available from PeopleSoft under different products. Now, because these all are available from Oracle, they are not going to choose. These all are available from Oracle as a best or not, they will check. They need finance. Finance they can take from Oracle. SCM they may take from JD Edwards. HCM they can take from PeopleSoft. Reporting they can take from Hyperion. Projects solution they may take from Primavera. But the challenge is these all applications need to connect it. Connecting one application with another application we call as integration. They have to connect. If all applications, these all finance related application, SCM, HCM, all these they are going to take from Oracle. Oracle itself, they will connect all those and they will give as a package. So client no need to connect. If they are taking the different solutions from the different ERP companies, they have to establish the connectivity. They need consultants, Oracle consultants, SAP consultants, PeopleSoft consultants, CBEL consultants, and different consultants. Again, they have to work as a team and there will be huge challenge since they are connecting different ERP applications. So that is the reason this is what you can see the reality in the market. What Oracle did is, except SAP, Oracle acquired many other ERP related companies, ERP products. Not only this, I listed few here. There are many other ERP related products and enterprise applications Oracle acquired. After acquiring, what they did is they built application called as Fusion. From Oracle, they took financials. This because this is best in the market. Okay, finance is best from Oracle. Since that is their own product, they taken financial from Oracle. PeopleSoft also they purchased. From PeopleSoft, they took HCM. And CBEL also Oracle purchased. They are taking CRM solution and this procurement and SCM, JD Edwards applications also Oracle purchased. They acquired. Hyperion product also Oracle acquired. And Primavera also Oracle acquired. Many other ERP and enterprise applications Oracle acquired. From which ERP, from which enterprise application, what is the best solution they selected? So from Oracle, they taken the financials. From HCM, they are taking HCM, they are taking from the PeopleSoft, CRM from CBEL, procurement SCM related functions from JDE, and reporting from Hyperion, PPM from Primavera, and they are naming it as a fusion. Now, if this company wants to choose best, do they need to choose financials from Oracle, SCM from JDE, HCM from PeopleSoft, reporting from Hyperion, projects from Primavera? No, not required. If they take the subscription or solution from Fusion, all will be available as a best. Already how companies are expecting that job is done by Oracle. Oracle created a product called as Fusion. Within the Fusion, you can find every area as a best. You need finance and SCM, just go for Fusion. Finance is good, SCM is good. Finance they taken from Oracle, that is the reason that is good. SCM they taken from JDE, that is the reason SCM also good. The company required finance and HCM, yes, they can go for Fusion. Within the Fusion, finance is good, HCM good. They want a CRM also, yes. CRM also already good in Fusion only because they took a CRM solution from CBEL. That's how everything is good. That's how the best solutions are available as a part of Fusion. That is the meaning of Fusion. When you are working on the Fusion, you will see financials, HCM, CRM and all, but you don't see the names as finance from Oracle, HCM from PeopleSoft, CRM from CBEL. You don't see all these names. Everything you see as a Fusion Financials, Fusion HCM, Fusion CRM, and etc. All. That is the meaning of Fusion. Okay. So many ERP applications and many enterprise solutions and many technologies Oracle acquired, they purchased. For purchasing, they picked best from the different and they built ultimate product called as Fusion. Okay. These are different products which are legacy of different other ERP and enterprise applications. That is the meaning of Fusion. Okay, that is the meaning of Fusion. Within the Fusion, finance is one of the product family that from where they took from Oracle only. The Oracle, before Fusion, we have EBS R12. EBS means E-Business Suite. E-Business Suite. Before E-Business Suite R12, we have EBS 11i. 11 is the version name, I means release. In R12, R means release, 12 means 12 only. So initially, like you could say like 11a, after that R12, now it's a Fusion. EBS 11 and R12, those are completely Oracle products only. But when it comes to Fusion, they acquired many, they purchased many ERP and enterprise and many technologies and tools, etc. From that, all those, the best they picked and they built product called as Fusion. This is the meaning of Fusion. So if you have any questions, please, and we're done for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back. We can discuss. If you don't have any questions, you may drop from the meeting. We'll connect tomorrow sharp 8 o'clock. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow sharp 8 o'clock. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Any questions, please?
So
Hi,
after
Lakshman.
11i and R12, what is
Please,
the
please.
latest version? Please?
Can you be a bit loud? Don't mind, because all the time your voice is very low.
So after 11i and R12, what is the current version they are using now?
Now you take as a Fusion. Once we get into the application, I'll show you and I'll explain. It is not like R11i, R12 or something else. Here we are calling as versions. In Fusion, we call as releases.
Okay.
I'll explain that. Once we get into the application, definitely we should discuss that. I'll explain, or else I'll give you the hint. Release 13.
Okay.
Fusion release 13, the current one.
Okay.
Lakshman, in the beginning, you said that Oracle Fusion Financial is the primary one. So, but I just wanted to know, like, whether learning supply chain is good, has good opportunities, or learning
More
financial has
opportunities we have for financials only, because it's,
financial.
the reason is not I am dealing with the finance, I'm saying, okay, that is the reality. Okay.
Okay.
Because what Oracle it is, when you talk about Fusion, very initially Oracle introduced HCM long back. Okay. I could say 7-8 years back itself, Oracle, 7 years back only Oracle introduced HCM. There are many consultants for HCM by this time. Okay. After that, with with the most of the functionality, they introduced financials. After financials, slowly, like they introduced SCM. Okay, in SCM also some piece of complete application also they didn't introduce. Initially, they introduced inventory, then purchasing, later order management. There are different applications. So even if they release all in one go, also always highly demanding product is finance, because for every company, finance is backbone. They may be the HCM process and CRM process and supply chain management process and some other process may be required, may not be required as per business, but in every company, finance data need to be primarily maintained. And that is a key process. Okay. So key data for every company. So if you see 10 implementations on Fusion, in 10 implementations, definitely more or less you'll see financials. In 10 implementations, you may not see SCM. In 10 implementations, you may not see HCM. 10 implementations, you may not see PPM. Okay, that is a possibility. Okay, so highly demanding. Even now, you can go and search in the Google Oracle Fusion Financials. At the same time, you search Oracle Fusion SCM. You will see the search results. How many you get for financials, how many you get for SCM or HCM, you can find it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Lakshman,
Please.
Oracle is releasing every month a patch, correct?
Every
So
month,
in
not
this
every
almost-
quarter. Every quarter.
Every quarter.
Every quarter, 4 quarters, each quarter they apply. That you can see in the instance also. When you are working on the application, I'll show you that wherever I mentioned, like
Yeah.
is released
My
just
question
in the
is
same way.
always you are on the latest patch, correct?
Yeah, always, yes, correct. Yeah.
Like Lakshman, is there any difference between the Fusion you're going to teach and the cloud applications? Both are same or different?
That you will understand in the tomorrow session. Okay. There is no difference. See, where you are keeping your applications, based on that, you can call it as you can call it as Oracle Fusion Financials application. If you are calling like this, ignoring cloud, that means you have these applications in your own server. If you don't have these applications, Oracle Fusion Financials applications, you are not going to maintain in your own server. If these applications you are going to access from Oracle, then you can include the cloud term called as cloud. That means with the cloud computing technique called as virtual servers, Oracle will provide. That I'll explain in the tomorrow session, detail level.
Okay, thank you.
Very simple. Product point of view, though, there is no difference. Okay. Product point of view, there is no difference. Where you have those applications, based on that, you can decide you have to include the cloud or you should not include the cloud. The applications you have in your own server, don't include the term called as cloud. The applications are in Oracle server itself, and you are accessing through virtual servers. Then include the term called as cloud. This we will discuss more detail level in tomorrow's session, because today we discussed about this. What is the meaning of Oracle? What does it mean by application? And what is the meaning of financials? Okay, what is Fusion? That's all. These 4 terms we discussed, and tomorrow we'll focus on this. And we'll discuss many other points which are related. Yeah, please.
Thank you.
That's my one
Thanks.
more question. So are you also giving us some basic understanding of LAS, PaaS, SaaS, and IaaS?
Sorry?
Are you going to give us some basic understanding of the different cloud things like LAS, PaaS, SaaS?
Yeah, we have to discuss those. We should understand. Yeah, I am going to cover what is a SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, what is the difference. Okay, these are all we are going to discuss. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. We discuss about Fusion architecture also later, going forward, maybe after a few classes. What is the Fusion architecture? We should aware, see, certain things we may not involve for reality, but when you say you have a 4 years of experience and 5 years or 5 years of experience, this course of 4 or 5 years of experience, you come across certain things, even you are not belongs to, right?
Correct.
So that's the reason, whatever we should aware also we'll discuss in our classes.
It means any technical cloud technical part will be covered.
You see, even if you work for 6, 7, 8 years also, you no need to get into the technical. Because of that reason, we don't get into the technical, but in our course, I'll show you from where to write the SQL queries. Okay. From where to write, how to write SQL queries and all, I'll take you through. Apart from that, no technical related, we don't need to touch. Yeah.
As a functional, do we need any technical knowledge even while working on projects like
Not required.
integration process?
Not required. You have to understand what are the interfaces you have. In our classes, there are certain concepts where we touch those. Yeah. You should aware. You should aware what you should aware, like when technical people are working, like in which applications, what data can be imported or what sort of integration can be established for what data. These points you'll understand when you talk about the data conversion concept. We will be working on the concept called as data conversions. There we'll talk about master data, transactional data. There will come to know. That information is enough. Okay, to work as a Fusion Financial Functional Consultant, what level of knowledge is required, that I am going to share in the classes. See, since you know something you're asking, okay, there are many people who doesn't know what to learn also, but I am very sure I know what someone should learn to take the advantage from this course and getting job and surviving. Accordingly, I designed this course. I'm going to cover everything, whatever you require to get job on this Fusion Financials, as well as without any issues, you'll be able to survive, because that level of knowledge you are going to get.
Even it will not cover report creations, other things, right?
Report creation is technical, right? BA reports and all. You should know that.
Basic knowledge.
I'll take you to this. When we talk about SQL query, I'll take you through that page. Based on the query, if you want to build simple report, yes, I'll show you that. No issues.
Yeah. So functional, we need.
With that, you cannot do anything. You have to be thorough. That is that minimum demands like 15 to 20 hours training if you want to be expert on that BA publisher reporting. Okay. But I'll just navigate. I'll navigate how if you want to create a report based on the query. I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So Lakshman, means after completion of this course, you or your team is also providing some mock test or mock interview preparation and on-job help.
So that I will explain, like how you have to prepare and where you have to focus, what sort of questions you can expect and all. I'll explain. Accordingly, you can plan. And we'll provide you a sample CV also if you want. That we can do.
Lakshman, do we get access to the Oracle test instance?
Yes. Yes, you'll get test instance.
How long?
Sorry?
How long? Is it for 3 months or how long is that?
Course duration is 3 months. Okay. We will provide instance access up to 6 months.
Okay. Thank you.
Full privileges. We are not going to set any restrictions by just considering certain points, because you are learning. There should not be hurdles for you. You should be very free when you are practicing and all. So we are giving full access. Okay, full control.
Will it be refreshed very often, every week, something like that, or?
No, we don't provide such kind of instances. We provide very stabilized instances.
Okay. Thank you.
See, when instance is going to be refreshed, when you are learning, you will practice and you'll spend some time and you'll create something. By next week, when you see that instance, you won't find anything. Right?
Yeah, that's what happened to me when I took the R12 training. So that's why.
Yeah. See here, we are going to provide a stabilized instance. So those are not going to get refreshed. The instance what I provide, those may get refreshed every 1 year. Yeah. You won't be having any challenge with it. That will take care.
Lakshman, I have got a question for you here.
Yeah.
Mostly we are talking about the functional part of it, and you're saying that technical also can be done. So as you're saying that there will be a complete access to this particular instance, so can we play around with technical
you can
stuff
play
also?
with the technical components also. Yes, you can develop the reports, or you can go with some other technical objects and some integration related this and that you can do.
So the instance is completely open.
Full access. If you are working for your client, how you get access from Oracle, the same you will get access from us. That's all. Instance is going to be different. Here, you will have a sample data in this instance. When you are working for your client, there won't be any sample data. That is only the difference. The rest of same privileges will get.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Lakshman, my name is Shravan.
Yes, Shravan, please.
Yeah, actually, I'm very new to this Oracle. Like, I don't have any experience in R12 or EBS anything. So
Okay.
we'll be able to know the complete subject, or is there anything parallelly I have to prepare?
Okay, no
Yeah.
prerequisites required. Okay, directly you can attend these classes and you can understand. You may be from technical background or functional background or some other ERP. Okay, so
Okay.
forget about all those. If you attend these classes, you will understand everything from the scratch. I'm going to explain each and everything detail level, whether you have some knowledge or experience or something else. I'm not going to consider. So my target is the content should reach to everyone. Okay, you will
Okay.
understand.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Any other questions?
Lakshman, real quick, the instance will be available for 6 months for everyone.
Sorry?
The instance that you are going to provide, is it going to be available for 6 months?
Correct, 6 months.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions from anyone, please?
Hello, Lakshman.
Yeah, hi, please.
Reporting means relating to financials or some other. Here, Hyperion.
Hyperion, yes. See, Hyperion, they are giving in one application only. I will cover that also. And every application also, payables, receivables, and assets, and all the applications, Oracle is providing the reporting. Okay. So that you don't need to do anything. Okay. Apart from that, we have OTBA report. How to create the OTBA report, that I'll take you through in the classes. The BA reports also we have, but all like seeded reports Oracle is providing. How to run those reports, we'll see. How to create our own OTBA reports, I'll take you through. How we can create the Hyperion reports. That we'll see in our classes.
Okay, basically it means it covers all kind of reports, right?
Yeah, all kind of reports, yes. One is BIP reports. BIP reports, if there is any need, technical people has to develop that. That we are not going to touch. That's purely technical part. Apart from that, what are the reports we have, those we are going to see. What we should aware in terms of creating those, that we are going to see. Creation, ideally, we are going to do. For Hyperion reports, we are going to create our own reports. And OTBA reports, Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence reports, our own you can create. BA reports, if new reports are required, technical people will create. What are the reports Oracle is providing already for each and every application? Those really we can go and run those. There you don't need to create it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's all we have.
Hi,
Any
Mr.
other
Lakshman.
questions? Yeah, please.
Yes, please. Yeah, Mr. Lakshman, regarding for this all Oracle and PeopleSoft and Sabel, it's all different ERPs, or it's connected from Fusion or what?
Different. Yeah, these are from different companies. Okay. Oracle purchased all those, they combined as a single solution, as a Fusion.
All right. So it's if it means Oracle, it's combined for all the software, they are linked with all the Oracles, or
Exactly. All these different ERPs, they linked, the best solutions, they linked to work as a one product, one solution. That is Oracle Fusion product.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any questions?
So Lakshman, I would like to speak to you offline on this. So maybe.
Yeah, you can talk to the team. They'll arrange the call.
Okay, then fine. Yeah.
You might be in touch with somebody from the team, right? You can talk to them. They'll arrange one-on-one call.
Sure. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you.
Lakshman, while we are doing the practice, if we have any doubts, so how we have to reach you? Through this class only or any other?
No, I'll tell you. The first point is, okay, you won't get any doubts because that's how I'll take the classes. But still, if you have any doubts, we can discuss in the end of the session. Say you are practicing today. Okay. So if you have any doubts, If it is okay, you can wait till as tomorrow session, and then the tomorrow session, in the end of the session, we can discuss. Or else you can just email me. If say you are practicing, you got some issue, you can take the screenshot or you can text me like by putting that line, what is the issue, then I'll revert back to you. Through that happens, the communication happens through email. No, there is something like showstopper. You are not able to move or some discussion is required to fix that issue. Then we can connect. Our team will arrange the call and we can connect and we can discuss. These are the different options.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah,
please.
Lakshman sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, I want to know that after completing this course, will we be able to crack the Oracle Fusion application examination that is available on the Oracle
Yes,
site?
yes. For that, you need some support like dumps. We will share those dumps. If you can go through those dumps, the job will become easy for you. 100%, you can crack it.
Because, sir, before joining this course, I have watched lots of your videos on YouTube also, and those were really helpful for me, sir. I have cleared lots of doubts from those videos also.
Okay, great. We'll help you on that. Okay, we'll help you on that. We'll provide you the dumps that will help you to crack it.
Okay, sir, one more question. By any chance, if we missed the class, then will we be we will get some video
Every session. I request others to go on mute, except who is raising the questions. Others can go on mute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all. Now you can unmute and you can raise your questions. Because seems to somebody unmuted and they forgot to mute. Please go ahead. Now you can unmute and you can raise your question. Who are speaking?
Then will we get the video of that particular class?
Every session, see, every day, like one after completing the course class, I'll place that video in the Google Drive. Once you subscribe this course, you will get access to Google Drive. You can download. And you can keep it with you permanently. You will get every session video. And once you subscribe, we will share previous batch all the videos also. Because if you are interested to learn and fast track, one way you can attend the live classes, other side, by going through those videos, you can practice. Okay. Because all the videos, what we are going to share, those from live classes only. Once you subscribe this course, previous batch, all the videos you will get, and you'll start getting current batch videos one by one every day.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
And you'll get instance access also immediately. Done.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions? Right. I'm really sorry. There is some internet connectivity issue from my side, which is unexpected. I'll make sure that it will be fixed today itself. Tomorrow we won't have any issues. I think one or two times, I think somewhat it was reconnecting. There was some inconvenience. So I'll make sure that that won't be repeated from tomorrow's session. Okay. So if no questions, we can wind up. If any questions, please. It could be any kind of question. Okay. If it is all about this course and all, we can discuss.
Just one question, Lakshman.
Yeah, please.
Somebody who doesn't have any accounting background or no experience at all.
Okay.
Totally novice to the computer applications, I would say. So working as an admin, let's assume. Do you think those guys can also be able to understand?
There are many people who are working already, who are from BTech, okay, MCA, yes, BSc. The thing is, if I give you the blank page, if I ask you to work as accountant, you cannot. Okay, you cannot.
Yeah.
Now, Oracle is not giving some blank stuff to us. They kept everything. If you go and create invoice in the payables, okay, say you purchase something from some supplier and you are creating purchase invoice. Who is the supplier? How much amount you have to pay? What you purchase? If you enter in the payables, system will create accounting. If you make the payment for that invoice, the payment accounting system will create. Everything Oracle automated. When you go through our classes, when you create invoice and you make the payment, how it is creating accounting, you have to see and understand. That is the accounting knowledge you require. Apart from that, somewhere something else is required, you can Google. Okay, it is not a big thing again.
Okay, thank you.
That's all. Yeah. Done. Any other questions? Okay, seems no questions. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you all.
Thank you, Lakshman. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.